Hello, my dear students of 11 and 12 classes of Chattogram Collegiate School Higher Secondary Section. I especially welcome you to today's session. My name is Mohammed Enamul Hoq. I am an assistant teacher of English, Chattogram Collegiate School. Dear students, I have designed my class today for you, for the students of 11 and 12 classes, and also for the examinees of 2021 HSC examination. Okay, my dear student, let us proceed to the main business of the day. My dear students, I have got two pictures for you. Look at the pictures, please. Can you see the picture? Yes, I'm sure you can see. Who are the man in the pictures? What kind of leaders they are? What do you know about their species? How did they live their lives? Dear students, you can see the pictures and two great men. One is our great national leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and another is another great leader of the world, Nelson Mandela. I'd like you to fill in some blanks to describe these two persons. Look at the slide, please. You can see three gaps to be filled here by you. Number one, there you see 4 blank spaces. You have to fill the space using some words like adjective, adverb, etc. Now try to fill the gaps. In the picture, we can see Bangabandhu and Nelson Mandela. Space, 2 were space leaders not only in the history of space East Pakistan, that means space Bangladesh and South Africa, but also in the history of the world. Can you fill the gap with 4 words? I'm sure you can fill. Yet I have got the answers here. Please compare my answers with yours. You see, first one, these two, look at the use of the word these two were great leaders. You see, this is a demonstrative, a great leader, great is an adjective. Not only in the history of, you see, undivided is Pakistan, undivided is an adjective describing the East Pakistan, and then that means the present Bangladesh. Present is another word which explain Bangladesh, qualifies Bangladesh is an adjective here. So these are the words I have got to fill the blank spaces. Now number 2, Bangabandhu delivered a speech. What kind of a speech? You have to select a word for the gap. On March 7, 1971, people were present. What kind of people? How many people? You have to put the word in the gap. In the racecourse Maidan, dash day to witness the dash moment. In his dash speech, Nelson Mandela declared the dash emancipation of the dash people of South Africa. We can use this word in the gap. You see, first one is great, a great speech on March 7, 1971, or memorable speech. These 2 words you can choose for the gap. These are adjectives. Then many people were present. Many is a quantifier, you see, is a kind of adjective, quantifiers. In the rest course Moidan, that day. That is a demonstrative to qualify the day, to witness the historic moment. Historic is an adjective, you see. Describe the moment, what kind of moment, historic moment. In his great or famous speech, famous or great, an adjective, use it to describe this speech. Nelson Mandela declared the expected or desired emancipation. Expected or desired is an adjective here, past participle adjective, of the black people of South Africa. Black is an adjective to describe the people. So again, I have used adjectives and some other words to fill the gap. And third one, dash two extraordinary persons led a dash life and dash life. They dressed up quite dash. You can use the words in the gap. These two extraordinary persons. These, look at the use of this. It is a demonstrative. Led a very simple, very is an adverb, and ordinary life. Ordinary is an adjective. They dressed up quite simply. Simply is an adverb here. So I have been, you see, talking about words like adjective, adverb, demonstrative, etc. here. We use these words to describe the leaders and their speech, their dress, etc. Okay, now let us proceed to another activity. Look at these sentences again. There was a yellow kite in the cloudless sky. Look at the word in red ink. A yellow kite. A is a determiner, you see article. Yellow is an adjective. And cloudless sky, cloudless is an adjective also. Number two, I saw the thief hiding under the cot. The thief is a determiner here. Hiding is the present participle adjective, you see. Under the cot is a phrase. The singer sings sweetly. The is a determiner. Sweetly is an adverb. Number four, the article which I wrote on sound pollution has drawn the attention of the authority. You see, which I wrote is a clause here. It modifies, qualifies the noun article. Last one, then I was quite young. Quite, you see, is an adverb. It qualifies the adjective young. So my dear students, you see A, yellow, the, cloudless, sweetly, which I wrote, quite. Modify the nouns, kite, sky, thief, article, and verb sings, and adjective young. So these words are called, you see, modifier, because these words, this phrase, this clause, these adjectives, adverbs, etc., modify the noun. So we call them modifiers. So in the first slide, we use some adjective words to describe our great leader, Bangabandhu, and another leader, Nelson Mandela. Here we use some words to, you see, modify the nouns, verbs, and adverb. So by this time, my dear student, I guess you have understood what I'm going to talk about today. Today I am going to talk about modifier. So today's topic is modifier. It is from your English paper 2 for grammar part. Now let us proceed. After the lesson of the day, students will be able to define modifier, identify modifier, use modifier. Okay, my dear students, now can you define modifier? I hope by this time you have understood what modifier is. Still, I am giving you a simple definition here. Modifier is a word or words or phrase or clause that usually sits before or after words like noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, etc., and modifies, qualifies, explains, determines, or intensifies the meaning of those words. Modifiers include, look at the characteristics. Modifiers includes adjectives, adverbs, determiners, etc. Another characteristic is modifiers can be classified into three categories. Number one, pre-modifier. Number two, post-modifier. And number three, dangling modifier. So let us proceed. These are pre-modifiers. I have given here some example, and there are some words in red ink you see, and beside the example in parentheses I have given the name of the word in red ink. He is an excellent cricketer. Look at the use of the word excellent. It's an adjective. It qualifies the noun cricketer. He is an excellent cricketer. What kind of cricketer he is? He is an excellent cricketer. Excellent is an adjective. It qualifies the noun cricketer. So adjective is written in parentheses. Number two, a barking dog seldom bites. Look at the use of the word barking. It qualifies the noun dog. It's a present participle. It is used as an adjective to qualify a noun in the sentence. Number three, you can use fresh or frozen fish. You see, look at the word frozen in red ink. What kind of fish it is? A frozen fish. It's a past participle adjective. Number four, these mangoes are green. Look at the word this. It you see indicates the word noun mangoes. These mangoes, we demonstrate the mangoes here. It's a demonstrative adjective. Number five, many people came to meet you. Many, you see, refers to number. So we call it quantifier, is an adjective, a quantifier. Number six, your attitude is objectionable. Your is a possessive adjective. He wanted to buy an air ticket. You see, air is a noun, ticket is another noun. So air ticket, both the words are nouns. But first noun is used here as a noun adjective here. So air is a noun adjective. It's a noun, but we have used it here like an adjective. Number eight, it is he is a cold-blooded murderer. Cold, an adjective, blooded, another adjective. So there are two adjectives. Together we call it compound adjective to modify, to qualify the noun murderer. Last one, even quite young children can manage it. You see, quite is an adverb here. It modifies the adjective young. So, dear students, look at the footnote below. Pre-modifier is a word or words which sit before noun or adjective or adverbs and modifies them. Look at the position of the modifier. It is always before the word it modifies. So this is why they are called pre-modifier. Pre means before. Okay, these are pre-modifiers. You can see the examples with pre-modifier used. Now let us proceed to another slide. Look at this. This is there are some example. In the example, you can see the words in red ink. They are post modifier. Post means after. They are the modifiers in writing. They modify, they qualify the noun just before them. So noun is in front of them, before them, and modifier is after the noun. Let us examine the example. Number one, we need a person sincere, active, and obedient. Yes, I have used three adjectives here: sincere, active, and obedient. These three are adjectives. These three adjectives are qualifying the noun person. So adjective is used here as post modifier. I got the problem solved. Solved, you see, qualifies the noun problem, and it is after the noun problem. So this post modifier. And solved is the past participle used as an adjective here. Number three, the other people who live in the flat are really friendly. Who live in the flat is a clause, you see, and it is an adjective clause. It modifies the noun people. It explains the noun people. So it's a clause, adjective clause here. Number four, life in the 19th century was quite different from what it is now. In the 19th century, you see in the reading is a phrase, and it is a phrase which qualifies the noun life. So it's an adjective phrase. Number five, we found the boy sick. Found the boy sick. You see, sick is describing the boy. So sick is an adjective here, and it is after the noun boy. I saw the baby playing. Playing, you see, after the noun baby is a present participle adjective, and it qualifies the noun baby. Read the example above. See, above is an adverb here. It modifies the noun example. Mr. Rahman, an architect, is a nice person. Mr. Rahman, you see, an architect. Architect is a positive. It gives some extra meaning to the noun Mr. Rahman. So it is a positive case used here as a modifier, post modifier. Last one, we must engage two men to do the work. Two men for what? To do the work. You see, to do is an infinitive. It qualifies the man here. So an infinitive is used here as modifier. So dear learners, my dear students, you can see all these adjective, adverb, clause, participle, infinitive, etc. we have used here. After the noun, it modifies. So these are called post modifier. Post means after. So look at the footnote. Post modifier is a word or phrase or clause which sits after the word it modifies. Okay, my dear students, we have seen some example with pre-modifiers and post modifiers. I think you have got some idea about modifiers and their use in the sentences. Okay, now let us do an activities here. I have set these example basis from board questions came earlier. Look at the basis and fill in the gaps with modifier as directed in parentheses in brackets. Let me show you first one. It was hot. A dash is given here. Use the noun adjective to pre-modify the noun. You see, a noun is there. Day. Day is a noun, and you have to use another noun which will be used in the gap as a noun adjective. Noun will be a noun adjective here. What do you think? What should be the answer in the first gap? I think you have guessed, and it should be summer. It was a hot summer day. You see, summer is a noun, day is a noun. It's summer day. So we have got two nouns side by side, summer day. And the first one, summer, is used here as an adjective. So we call it noun adjective. So this is how you have to fill the gaps with suitable modifiers as directed in parentheses. Okay, my dear students, I am giving you 10 minutes time. Please fill in the gaps and write down the answer on your answer scripts. Okay, dear students, I think you have finished writing your answer. I have written the answer for you in another slide. Please compare your answers with mine. You see, first one, summer day, then thirsty, C, very, D, quickly, to drink water, F, that, G, for a while, is looking around, and I, finally or then, and last one, enough. Let us go to the slide again. You see, it was a hot summer day. So summer is a noun and an adjective here. B, a dash crow flew all over the fields looking for water. A crow. What kind of crow? Pre-modify the noun. So noun is the crow. What kind of crow? A thirsty crow. Thirsty. So thirsty is an adjective here. C, she felt dash, use an intensifier to pre-modify the adjective. Intensifier is, you see, a kind of a verb. So weak is an adjective. So intensifier may be very weak, extremely weak. So we use very here in the gap C. An adverb, weak, very weak. Suddenly she saw a jug below her. She flew. Dash, post modify the verb. Post modify the verb to see if there was any water inside. She flew. How did she flow? Let us go to the answer again. Flew. How? Quickly is an adverb, you see. Quickly is an adverb. So it modifies the verb. Then number E. The crow tried. Use an infinitive phrase to post modify the verb. The crow tried is a verb. How did the crow try? The answer is the crow tried. E dash use an infinitive phrase to post modify the verb. Tried to drink water. To drink is an infinitive, you see, and water is there. Total 3 words is a phrase. So this is how you can fill the gaps using modifier. So dear students, you have seen the use of post modifier and pre modifier. You have compared your answer with mine. These are the answers. So in your exam, you have to write the answer like I have done here. You have to follow the instruction given in the parenthesis, and accordingly you have to fill the gap. So to use modifier Hopefully you have to have the clear idea about adjective, adverb, determiner, modifier, pre-modifier, post-modifier, etc. Uh, so I think this is the first phase of about the discussion of modifier. I hope I will arrange another class next time. Then you will be able to understand modifier clearly. Now I'd like to prescribe a homework for you. Look at the slide. Write down the homework. Your homework is make list for each of the following. Include as many as you can. Determiners, make a list of determiners. So make a list of determiners. Writing as many as you can. Number 2, quantifiers. The word that can express quantity. Make a list of quantifiers. Number 3, possessive adjective. The adjective that indicates ownership. Number 4, demonstratives like this, that, and those, etc. Make a list of them. And finally, intensifiers. So make 5 lists. It is your homework and submit it to me or your English teacher when the class is reopened. So dear student, let us finish here today. Thank you very much. Please stay home, stay safe, and wear masks while going out. So I'd like to finish here today. Thank you once again.